Hi everyone, this is Tim VanLeeuwen at VanLeeuwen Ranch. Today is July 5th, 2020. It's a hot one today. It's about 92 degrees and just a lot of humidity. We just had a little rain on Friday, but it was enough to shoot that humidity up, and it feels way hotter than it really is. We just moved these cattle. They're in this little paddock now. We're actually going to strip graze them this week. We did have them in this big paddock. This wire wasn't here last week when I had them in there, so it pretty much went from just the other side of those trees to the, bordered these trees here, like I showed you in the last video. And there's a fence running across right about in here that borders my pasture with the neighbor's pasture. So we had them in that, and they didn't graze it as well as I would like. I wasn't real happy with it. They did a lot of spot grazing. They did eat a lot of grass, but they let a lot of grass ungrazed and spot grazed other areas a little harder down to the ground like that. Just real inconsistent on that little blue stem grass. So this week we're gonna strip graze them. The wire just goes just on the other side of those trees there. There's their water set up. And this wire here is where they're gonna be at starting out. I say we're gonna strip graze them. I'll probably end up moving them every 2 days. So I know strip grazing is moving every day, but we're gonna try every 2 days because there is a lot of grass in this paddock. I'll show you just what's beyond the other side of those trees over there. I showed you that area in another video and how thick that grass was down there. But they were happy to get over here. There's a little bit better grass on this south end of this area down here than there was up there. They favor this a little better. And it's got a lot of little blue stem grass in it too, but it does have some varieties of some other grass. Right there is the handle, the gate handle. There's a hot wire running right across there. You can see that T-post runs down there to the corner, right there, down there. I'll zoom back out. So we're gonna see how this works. I think it'll work a lot better. I should have strip grazed that over there because it's such an open area. It would have been easy to do, but I didn't think I was gonna have time to do it last week. But now I wish I would have, and we're gonna take what we know from that paddock and apply it to this one. And we're gonna see if we get some better results. So right here at this orange reel is the end of this paddock. You can see that wire running across there. They were in here last about 2 weeks ago. Well, just a little over a week ago. It was in there. But down here is where all this good grass was. They already went through here and grazed it as soon as I put them in here. And I hadn't got a video made yet. You can see they kind of came through here and grazed this. See, they grazed on this grass here. I'll take you through this draw. This draw holds a lot of water in it in the springtime when it rains, and it's fed by my pond drain, so it makes a good water source for the cattle if it's raining. But you know, in the heat of the summer, it pretty well stays dry unless we got a torrential downpour. So where we got the water at right here, last year when I had this whole 7.4 acres open all the way across here and across some trees, that's where I kept the water. And it kind of just makes a nice shade area for those cattle to drink that water. It kind of keeps the water cooled down too, keeps the sun off of it. These cattle are loving this grass in here. They're happy to be in here. They ran all over this paddock when I first let them in. They were tired of that other grass, so I'll give you updates on how this, we're going to call it a 2-day strip graze this week. And I'll show you what kind of progress we make. And I think there's going to be a lot more grass left over. It's going to be grazed a lot more evenly. We're just going to see way better results. And I think these cattle will be more happy that way too. They're going to be more happy getting new grass every 2 days than grazing the same grass for. They were out on that other paddock for 6 days actually. This is what I've been keeping their mineral in. It's just an old protein tub. When it's dry like this, when it's hot and dry, it really doesn't hold much moisture. They eat out of it just fine. I'm gonna get me a covered mineral feeder. That's on the list. But when it's hot and dry like this, you know, if it does get rain, it dries out pretty quickly. And I've got some drainage holes in the bottom of it too, so it'll drain the water out. Those calves are doing good. So enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next move. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.